Have you ever wondered why negative thoughts seem to stick in your mind? Why do the smallest frustrations from your day keep circling, making it hard to relax or focus on what truly matters? We all face moments where negativity feels overwhelming, and it becomes difficult to shake off that heaviness. How would your life change if you could instantly remove those negative thoughts? Imagine feeling lighter, more at peace, and in control of your emotions. Right now, let's think of a simple example. You wake up in the morning, and the first thing you do is check your phone. There's a message or news that immediately puts you in a bad mood. The rest of your day is colored by that one negative moment. But what if there was a way to stop that negativity before it took over your entire day? Welcome to this video on Remove Negativity from Mind Instantly, brought to you by Wisdom Woven. In this video, you will discover practical and powerful insights based on Buddhist teachings that will help you clear out negativity from your mind instantly. There are so many views on this channel, but only 0.2% subscribes. So please like, comment, share, and subscribe to our channel. It only takes a second, but it helps us reach more people and continue sharing these valuable insights. In the following moments, we'll dive deep into understanding why negativity arises in our minds, how it clings to us, and how we can use timeless wisdom to free ourselves from this constant cycle. You'll learn simple techniques that you can apply right away to feel calm and positive, no matter what life throws at you. Understanding the roots of negativity. Young one, come closer. You wish to understand how to remove negativity from your mind? Before we can clear it away, we must first understand where it comes from, yes? Like pulling out a weed from the garden, it is not enough to cut the leaves. We must dig deep and find the root. The same is true for negativity in our minds. We cannot simply ignore it, hoping it will go away. No, we must look at it closely, understand it, and gently remove it from where it begins. Negativity, you see, often arises from within ourselves. It is not something that comes from outside, even though it may feel that way. Perhaps someone says something unkind, or a situation doesn't go as you hoped. The negativity that follows is born in your own mind. It is your reaction to what is happening. The world outside is like the weather. It changes, but it does not cause your negative thoughts. Those thoughts come from how you interpret the world. Imagine, for example, two people standing in the rain. One person may curse the rain, seeing it as an inconvenience, a disruption to their plans. The other may smile, enjoying the fresh air, the feel of the water on their skin. The same rain falls on both, yet their experience is entirely different. Why? It is because of the mind. The first person's mind is clouded with negativity, while the second person's mind is open, accepting what is as it is. Negativity, dear one, often grows from three sources: attachment, aversion, and ignorance. These are the roots we must dig up if we are to clear the mind. Let us explore these one by one. Attachment. This is a tricky one. We all desire things, don't we? We want success, we want recognition, we want things to go our way. But when we become too attached to these desires, negativity follows when they are not fulfilled. Think of it like holding tightly to a rope. The more you pull, the more it burns your hands. When things don't turn out the way you wish, the attachment to the outcome creates frustration, disappointment, and even anger. You might think, if only this had happened, I would be happy. Or, if only this person acted differently, I wouldn't feel this way. But the truth is, it's the attachment itself that creates the suffering. To free yourself from this negativity, you must loosen your grip. Let go of the need for things to be a certain way. This does not mean you stop caring or stop trying. It simply means you stop clinging to how things must be. Life, like the river, flows in its own direction. You cannot control it, but you can learn to flow with it. Aversion. This is the opposite of attachment. While attachment is clinging to what we want, aversion is pushing away what we do not want. When something unpleasant comes our way, we resist it, we fight it. And this resistance creates even more negativity. Perhaps you are stuck in traffic, and you feel frustration building. You don't want to be there, and so your mind begins to react with impatience, anger, and stress. But ask yourself, does the traffic change because you are upset? No, it remains the same. What changes is your mind. The more you resist, the more you suffer. To remove this negativity, practice acceptance. Understand that there are things in life you cannot control. The weather, the actions of others, the past. These are all beyond your reach. But what you can control is your response. When you stop resisting what is, the mind becomes calm. It is like a pond. When the wind of aversion blows, the water becomes choppy, restless. But when you stop pushing, the water settles, and you can see clearly once again. Ignorance, now, this one may surprise you. Many people do not realize that ignorance is a source of negativity, but it is perhaps the most important one. When I say ignorance, I do not mean lack of knowledge in the ordinary sense. Rather, it is a misunderstanding of how life truly works. Ignorance, in this sense, is not seeing things as they are. It is the belief that we are separate from the world, that our problems are unique, that life is supposed to unfold according to our desires. When we are ignorant of the true nature of life, impermanent, ever-changing, interconnected, negativity finds a fertile ground to grow. We become upset when things don't last, we feel anxious when things change, and we feel isolated when we believe that others do not understand us. But this is all a misunderstanding, a false view of reality. The key to removing this root of negativity is wisdom. When you understand that everything is in constant flux, that nothing stays the same forever, you begin to let go of the need for control. You realize that just as the seasons change, so too do your thoughts and emotions. Nothing is fixed. This is a liberating truth. With wisdom, you see that negativity is not something to fear or fight against. It is simply a part of the human experience, passing like clouds in the sky. When you see this, the mind no longer clings to negativity, and it passes on its own. So, young one, what can you do right now to begin removing negativity from your mind? First, pay attention. Notice when negative thoughts arise. Do not judge them or push them away. Simply observe them. Where do they come from? Are they born from attachment, from wanting things to be different? Or do they come from aversion, from resisting what is? Perhaps they come from ignorance, from misunderstanding the nature of life itself. Once you understand the root, you can begin to let go. Loosen your grip on your desires, stop resisting what you cannot control, and open your mind to the wisdom of impermanence. In doing so, you will find that negativity loses its power. It is no longer a storm raging in your mind, but a breeze that passes without disturbing your peace. Remember, the mind is like a garden. If you want it to bloom with peace and joy, you must first remove the weeds of negativity. But do so with patience, with understanding, and with compassion for yourself. You are not alone in this struggle. All beings face the challenge of negativity. But with practice, you can clear your mind and create a space where peace and positivity can grow. This, young one, is the path to a clear mind. Walk it with mindfulness, with acceptance, and with wisdom. The role of mindfulness in removing negativity. The mind, like the sky, is vast and open. Clouds may pass through, some dark and heavy, others light and scattered, but the sky itself remains unchanged. Similarly, our thoughts and emotions come and go, but the essence of who we are remains steady and untouched by these passing clouds. Yet, in our daily lives, we often forget this truth. We become so absorbed in the clouds of negativity, our worries, frustrations, and anger, that we lose sight of the peaceful sky that is always present within us. Mindfulness is the practice that brings us back to this awareness. When we are mindful, we observe the passing clouds without becoming entangled in them. We allow thoughts and emotions to arise and pass without reacting or clinging to them. This is the key to removing negativity from the mind, not by forcing it away, but by seeing it for what it truly is, a temporary visitor, not a permanent resident. In the busyness of life, it's easy to get swept up in our thoughts. A negative experience at work or a hurtful comment from someone can trigger a cascade of emotions that seem to take over. Without realizing it, we begin to dwell on these feelings, replaying the moment in our minds, feeding the negativity. The more we focus on it, the stronger it becomes. Mindfulness breaks this cycle by shifting our attention to the present moment. When we are fully present, we see things as they are, without judgment. For example, if you are mindful of your breath, you notice the sensation of air entering and leaving your body. It is a simple, neutral experience, neither good nor bad. In the same way, when a negative thought arises, mindfulness allows you to see it clearly without immediately reacting. You might think, here is a thought of anger, or this is a feeling of frustration. By naming it, you create space between yourself and the emotion. You are no longer consumed by it. You are simply observing it. Let us take a closer look at how this works in everyday situations. Imagine you are stuck in traffic. The irritation starts to rise within you. Thoughts like, why is this happening to me? Or, I'm going to be late again, begin to flood your mind. Normally, you might react with more frustration, gripping the steering wheel tightly, honking your horn, or silently fuming. But with mindfulness, you take a different approach. You notice the feeling of frustration as it starts to build. You take a deep breath and observe the tension in your body, the tightening of your shoulders, the clenching of your jaw. Instead of resisting the emotion or letting it control you, you simply acknowledge it. Here is frustration. By doing this, you stop feeding the emotion. It doesn't have the same power over you because you are no longer identifying with it. You see it as something separate from yourself. Slowly, the feeling begins to dissipate, like a cloud dissolving in the sky. You may still be in traffic, but your mind is no longer trapped in a cycle of negativity. You have chosen to remain calm and present. This simple practice of mindfulness can be applied to any situation. Whether it's an argument with a loved one, stress at work, or even self-doubt, mindfulness gives you the space to pause and respond rather than react. You begin to see that the negativity is not as solid or permanent as it seems. It comes and goes, like everything else in life. When we hold on to these emotions, we create suffering for ourselves. But when we let them pass, we find peace. In Buddhism, this practice is often compared to watching a river flow. The river represents the stream of thoughts, feelings, and sensations that pass through our consciousness. We cannot stop the river from flowing, but we can choose whether to stand in the middle of it, being swept away, or to sit on the bank, watching the water go by. Mindfulness helps us to sit on the bank. We watch the flow of our experiences without being pulled into them. One of the most powerful aspects of mindfulness is that it teaches us to live in the present moment. So much of our negativity comes from dwelling on the past or worrying about the future. We replay old conversations, wishing we had said something different, or we imagine all the things that could go wrong tomorrow. But the present moment is the only place where we can find peace. The past is gone, and the future has not yet arrived. All we have is this moment, right now. When you are mindful, you are fully alive in the present. You notice the small details, the warmth of the sun on your skin, the sound of birds in the trees, the rhythm of your breath. These simple moments can bring great joy when we are fully present to experience them. Negativity loses its grip when we stop dwelling on what was or what might be and instead focus on what is. Mindfulness is not something you have to add to your already busy life. It is a way of being that can be practiced at any moment, no matter what you are doing. Whether you are eating, walking, or even washing the dishes, you can bring mindfulness into the experience. Instead of rushing through your tasks with your mind elsewhere, you slow down and pay attention. You feel the cool water on your hands as you wash a plate, the texture of the food as you chew, or the sensation of your feet touching the ground with each step. In this way, every moment becomes an opportunity to practice mindfulness and remove negativity from your mind. Over time, as you practice mindfulness, you will begin to notice a shift in your mental state. Negative thoughts and emotions will still arise. They are a natural part of life, but they will no longer have the same power over you. You will see them for what they are, fleeting and insubstantial. Instead of getting caught up in them, you will be able to let them go, returning to the present moment with a sense of calm and clarity. Remember, mindfulness is a practice. It requires patience and persistence. You will have days when it feels easy and other days when it feels like a struggle. But with time, you will develop the skill to navigate your thoughts and emotions with greater ease. You will no longer be a slave to negativity, but a master of your own mind. In conclusion, mindfulness is the key to removing negativity from the mind. By observing our thoughts and emotions without judgment, we create space for them to pass. We learn to live in the present moment, free from the grip of the past and the fear of the future. And in this space of awareness, we find peace. The mind, like the sky, remains vast and open, untouched by the passing clouds of negativity. Practicing loving kindness, metta, to dissolve negative emotions. You have come seeking a way to free your mind from negativity, haven't you? You carry the weight of anger, frustration, perhaps sadness, and you wonder, how do I let this go? The answer is not as far away as you think. In fact, it is something that can bloom from within you, right now. What I will speak of today is an ancient practice, one that has been passed down through the ages in Buddhism. Loving kindness, or as we call it, metta. To begin, let me share this simple truth. Negativity cannot survive in a heart filled with kindness. When you feel frustration or anger, it's like a fire burning within you. But when you practice metta, it is like pouring cool, soothing water over that fire. The flames of negativity begin to die down. Metta is a practice that helps us to cultivate love, not only for others but also for ourselves. It might seem simple, but its power is deep. Imagine this. You are walking down the street, and someone bumps into you without saying sorry. You feel the surge of irritation, don't you? That's natural. But now, let's pause. Before letting the irritation grow, what if you paused and thought, may this person be well, may they find peace in their day? Just that simple thought, that act of wishing another person well, begins to soften the tension inside you. You see, it's easy to react to negativity with more negativity. But what we are doing in metta is transforming that reaction. Instead of fighting fire with fire, we are offering peace, both to ourselves and to others. This practice is simple yet profound. It is about wishing for the happiness and peace of others without expecting anything in return. And in doing so, we begin to clear our own minds from the storm of negative emotions. Let me ask you, when was the last time you truly wished happiness for someone else? Not just for those you love or care for, but for someone neutral, or even someone who has hurt you. This is where the true practice of metta comes in. At first, it may feel strange to wish well for someone who has caused you pain. But remember, this practice is not for their benefit alone. It is for your own peace. When you wish others well, you are letting go of the grip that negativity has on your mind. We often think that holding on to anger protects us, that it keeps us safe from being hurt again. But in reality, holding on to anger only hurts us more. It is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to suffer. Practicing loving kindness is the antidote to that poison. When you let go of anger and wish others well, you free yourself from the chains of resentment. Here is a simple way to begin practicing metta. You can do this anywhere, sitting quietly at home, walking outside, or even during your daily tasks. Begin by sitting comfortably and closing your eyes. Bring to mind someone you love deeply. Picture them clearly and silently say to yourself, may you be happy, may you be healthy, may you be safe, may you live with ease. As you repeat these phrases, notice how your heart begins to soften. The warmth of love starts to fill you. Next, expand this circle of loving kindness. Think of someone you know but feel neutral about, perhaps a neighbor or someone you see at the grocery store. Offer the same wishes to them. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be safe. May you live with ease. Again, notice how this act of kindness feels in your heart. Now comes the more challenging part. Think of someone who has caused you pain or frustration. This might be difficult, and that's okay. The first step is simply being open to the idea of sending kindness their way. Even if it feels forced at first, simply say, may you be happy, may you be healthy, may you be safe, may you live with ease. Over time, you will find that this practice softens the anger or hurt you may feel toward them. Remember, metta is not about ignoring the harm someone may have caused. It is about freeing yourself from the burden of holding on to negativity. You deserve to live with a light heart, not one weighed down by anger or resentment. As you practice metta, you might also notice that it changes the way you interact with others. When your mind is filled with loving kindness, you are less likely to react with frustration or irritation. You begin to see that everyone is struggling in their own way, just like you. Each person, whether they are kind or unkind, is searching for happiness. They too want to be free from suffering. So, you might ask, how does this help remove negativity from my mind? It is because loving kindness does not leave room for negative thoughts to grow. When your heart is full of kindness, negativity naturally fades away. It's like trying to hold water in your hands. The tighter you squeeze, the more it slips through your fingers. But when you open your hands and let go, the water flows freely. Metta helps you to open your heart and let go of negativity. I encourage you to try this practice in your daily life. Start with small moments. When someone cuts you off in traffic, instead of reacting with anger, pause and think, "May you be well." When a coworker is difficult, instead of holding on to frustration, silently offer them kindness. You will notice that, over time, these small acts of kindness will transform your inner world. Negativity is something that can creep into our lives without us even realizing it. But the good news is that we have the power to change that, right now, with the practice of metta. You don't need to wait for the perfect moment or for someone else to change. You can begin today by simply wishing others well. In doing so, you will find that your own heart becomes lighter, more open, and free from the burden of negativity. As you go about your day, carry this thought with you. May all beings be happy. May all beings be healthy. May all beings be safe. May all beings live with ease. Let this be your mantra, your guiding light in moments of darkness. With each repetition, you are planting seeds of kindness, not just for others, but for yourself. The power of loving kindness is immense. It has the ability to transform not only your mind but the world around you. When you approach life with a heart full of metta, you radiate peace, and that peace touches everyone you meet. This is how we remove negativity from our minds, by filling them with love, compassion, and kindness. Using compassion as a tool to overcome negativity. Compassion is a gentle and powerful force. When we talk about negativity, it's easy to think about it as something external, something that comes from the outside world. But often, negativity is born within us. It comes from how we respond to the challenges, people, and events that touch our lives. And one of the most effective ways to remove this negativity is through the practice of compassion. Now, what is compassion? At its core, compassion is the deep feeling of empathy we have for others when they are suffering. It's that gentle wish for others to be free from their pain, their struggles, and their burdens. When we cultivate compassion, we open our hearts. We stop seeing the world through the narrow lens of our own problems, and we begin to see the struggles of others. This shift in perspective is what makes compassion such a powerful tool for removing negativity from our minds. Imagine a situation where someone has wronged you. Maybe a friend has said something hurtful, or a colleague has taken credit for your hard work. It's easy to feel angry, hurt, and frustrated. These emotions are natural, but they also breed negativity within us. They make us feel stuck in a cycle of blame and resentment. But what if, instead of letting these feelings take control, we approach the situation with compassion? When we practice compassion, we don't excuse bad behavior, but we begin to understand that the person who hurt us is also struggling. Maybe they acted out of their own insecurity or fear. By seeing their humanity, we start to release the tight grip of anger. We soften. We let go of the need to hold onto our negative emotions, and instead, we wish them peace. This is the beauty of compassion. It transforms us. It takes our heavy feelings and turns them into lightness. By wishing others freedom from suffering, we, too, find freedom from our own. Compassion doesn't just benefit others, it deeply benefits us. It's like a balm that soothes the wounds inside our hearts. Now, this might sound difficult in practice. After all, when someone hurts us, our first instinct is often to protect ourselves or even strike back. But the more we practice compassion, the easier it becomes. It's a skill, and like any skill, it takes time to develop. Start small. When someone frustrates or upsets you, take a moment to breathe. Instead of immediately reacting, try to consider what they might be going through. This doesn't mean you have to accept their actions, but it helps you understand the root of their behavior. For example, imagine you're driving and someone cuts you off in traffic. It's easy to feel angry, right? You might want to honk or yell, and that's a natural reaction. But what if instead you paused and thought, maybe they're in a rush because they're late for an important appointment. Maybe they're stressed or distracted by something happening in their life. By practicing compassion in this small moment, You prevent negativity from taking root in your mind. Instead of letting anger take over, you transform that moment into one of understanding and calm. The next time someone is rude to you or causes you pain, try this. Take a deep breath and silently wish them peace. Say to yourself, may they find peace. May they be free from whatever is troubling them. You'll find that this simple act of kindness toward others helps dissolve the negative emotions within yourself. It's almost like magic. The negativity doesn't stick when your heart is full of compassion. Another powerful aspect of compassion is that it breaks down the illusion of separation. Often, we feel negative because we see ourselves as separate from others. We see people as the other, different from us, with different goals, needs, and values. But when we practice compassion, we begin to see that we are all connected. We all experience pain, joy, love, and sorrow. By recognizing this shared humanity, we become less judgmental and more understanding. And when we stop judging, negativity loses its hold on us. Think about it. How often do we judge others harshly? How often do we label people based on their actions without knowing the full story? This judgment creates negativity in our minds. We hold on to grudges, we harbor resentment, and we separate ourselves from the world. But when we approach others with compassion, we let go of this judgment. We see people for who they truly are, imperfect, just like us. This understanding opens the door to forgiveness, which is another key to removing negativity from our minds. Forgiveness is closely tied to compassion. When we forgive, we release the negative energy we hold against someone. We let go of the desire for revenge or justice, and we choose peace instead. Forgiveness is not about condoning wrong behavior. It's about freeing ourselves from the burden of holding on to anger. And it is through compassion that we find the strength to forgive. By understanding the pain of others, we soften our hearts, making it easier to let go of the negativity that weighs us down. Compassion also helps us break the cycle of negative thoughts that often run through our minds. Have you ever noticed how one negative thought leads to another? It's like a snowball effect. Once we start thinking negatively, it becomes harder to stop. But compassion interrupts this cycle. When we focus on the well-being of others, we shift our attention away from our own negative thoughts. We stop feeding the negativity and start nurturing positivity instead. There is a simple Buddhist practice called loving kindness meditation, or metta. In this meditation, we silently wish happiness and peace for ourselves and others. It's a beautiful way to cultivate compassion in our daily lives. You can start by sitting quietly, closing your eyes, and repeating the following phrases. May I be happy. May I be peaceful. May I be free from suffering. Then, expand this wish to others. May you be happy. May you be peaceful. May you be free from suffering. Start with someone you love, then extend it to a neutral person, and finally, to someone who has caused you pain. By practicing loving kindness, we train our minds to respond to negativity with compassion. It's a simple practice, but its effects are profound. Over time, you'll find that your mind becomes less reactive to negative situations. Instead of getting caught up in anger or frustration, you'll naturally respond with empathy and understanding. And with that, negativity will begin to fade from your life. Compassion, in all its forms, is one of the most powerful tools we have for removing negativity from our minds. It's a practice that requires patience and dedication, but the rewards are immeasurable. When we open our hearts to others, we also open the door to inner peace and joy. In the end, we all want the same thing: to be happy, to be free from suffering, and to live with a light, peaceful heart. Through compassion, we not only help others achieve this, but also clear our own minds of the negativity that clouds our lives. So, as you move forward, let compassion guide you. Let it be the light that dissolves the darkness of negativity from your mind, one kind thought at a time. Letting go of attachments that fuel negativity. In our daily lives, we often hold on to things tightly, whether it's a past mistake, a lost opportunity, or even relationships that no longer serve us. These attachments can become heavy burdens, filling our minds with negativity and preventing us from finding peace. But what if we could let go of these attachments and free ourselves from this mental clutter? Imagine carrying a heavy backpack everywhere you go. Every step you take is harder because of the weight you're carrying. This backpack represents our attachments. The more we hold on, the heavier it becomes, making our journey through life more difficult. By learning to let go, we lighten our load and make our path smoother and more enjoyable. Attachments often stem from our desire to control things beyond our reach. We want certain outcomes, specific people, or particular possessions to remain in our lives. When these things change or leave, we feel a sense of loss and negativity. However, by embracing the nature of impermanence, we can begin to understand that change is a natural part of life. Letting go doesn't mean we stop caring or become indifferent. Instead, it means we release the need to control and allow things to flow as they are. This shift in perspective can bring immense relief and a sense of freedom. When we let go, we create space for new experiences and positive emotions to enter our lives. Buddhism teaches us that attachment is one of the root causes of suffering. By recognizing our attachments, we can start the process of releasing them. Mindfulness plays a crucial role in this journey. By being present and aware of our thoughts and feelings, we can identify when we are holding on too tightly and take steps to let go. One effective way to let go of attachments is through meditation. Sitting quietly and observing our thoughts without judgment allows us to see how our attachments influence our emotions. Over time, this practice helps us detach from negative patterns and cultivate a more peaceful mind. Another important aspect is practicing acceptance. Accepting that change is inevitable helps us to embrace the flow of life rather than resist it. When we accept things as they are, we reduce the frustration and disappointment that fuel negativity. Acceptance brings a sense of calm and resilience, enabling us to handle life's challenges with grace. Letting go also involves cultivating compassion for ourselves and others. Often, our attachments are tied to expectations and judgments. By developing compassion, we can release these harsh self-criticisms and unrealistic standards. This kindness towards ourselves fosters a more positive and nurturing mindset. Gratitude is another powerful tool in the process of letting go. Focusing on what we are thankful for shifts our attention away from what we lack or want to change. Gratitude opens our hearts to the present moment, enhancing our ability to let go of negative attachments and embrace a more fulfilling life. Letting go is not a one-time event, but a continuous practice. It requires patience and persistence. Each day, we have the opportunity to release a little more of what weighs us down and to welcome more peace and positivity into our lives. By making this a daily habit, we gradually transform our minds and our experiences. In relationships, letting go means allowing others to be who they are without trying to change them. It means accepting that everyone has their own journey and respecting their choices. This acceptance fosters healthier and more harmonious connections, free from the negativity that arises from trying to control others. In our careers and personal goals, letting go involves releasing the fear of failure and the need for constant validation. It means trusting in our abilities and embracing the journey, regardless of the outcome. This trust reduces anxiety and opens us up to new opportunities and growth. Material possessions can also be sources of attachment. While it's natural to desire certain things, becoming overly attached to them can lead to dissatisfaction and stress. By valuing experiences and relationships over material wealth, we create a more meaningful and contented life. Letting go also includes releasing past grievances and forgiving those who have wronged us. Holding on to anger and resentment only prolongs our suffering. Forgiveness frees us from the chains of the past, allowing us to move forward with a lighter heart and a clearer mind. Self-attachment, or the excessive identification with our ego, is another area where letting go can be beneficial. By recognizing that we are more than our thoughts, roles, and achievements, we can cultivate a deeper sense of self that is not dependent on external validation. This inner strength enhances our ability to stay positive amidst challenges. Nature offers us profound lessons in letting go. Just as trees shed their leaves in autumn to prepare for new growth, we too can let go of what no longer serves us to make space for renewal and transformation. Observing the cycles of nature can inspire us to embrace change with acceptance and grace. Letting go also means embracing uncertainty. Life is inherently unpredictable, and by letting go of our need for certainty, we open ourselves to new possibilities and adventures. This openness fosters creativity and resilience, enabling us to navigate life's twists and turns with ease. Mindful breathing is a simple yet powerful practice to aid in letting go. Focusing on our breath helps center our minds and release tension. Each breath out symbolizes letting go of negativity, making room for peace and clarity to enter. Visualization techniques can also support the process of letting go. Imagining ourselves releasing a balloon into the sky or watching negative thoughts drift away like clouds can reinforce our intention to let go. These visual metaphors make the abstract concept of release more tangible and achievable. Community and support systems play a vital role in our journey to let go. Sharing our struggles with trusted friends or mentors can provide comfort and encouragement. Knowing that we are not alone in our efforts strengthens our resolve and enhances our ability to overcome attachments. Finally, self-compassion is essential in the process of letting go. Being kind to ourselves when we stumble or struggle ensures that we remain motivated and positive. Self-compassion nurtures our emotional well-being, making it easier to release negativity and embrace a healthier mindset. Through these practices and insights, letting go of attachments becomes a transformative journey. By releasing what no longer serves us, we create space for positivity, peace, and personal growth. Embracing the wisdom of Buddhism, we learn to navigate life with a clear and joyful mind, free from the negativity that once held us back. Cultivating gratitude to shift from negative to positive. Gratitude is like a gentle breeze that can clear the fog of negativity from our minds. Imagine waking up each day with a heart full of thankfulness. How would your perspective on life change if you focused more on what you have rather than what you lack? In our daily lives, it's easy to get caught up in frustrations and disappointments. We often dwell on what went wrong or what we didn't achieve. But Buddhism teaches us that cultivating gratitude can transform our mindset and bring peace to our hearts. Think about a time when someone did something kind for you. How did it make you feel? That feeling of appreciation can be a powerful tool against negative thoughts. By acknowledging the good in our lives, we create a positive space in our minds. Gratitude doesn't mean ignoring the challenges we face. Instead, it allows us to recognize the balance between joy and hardship. When we appreciate the small moments of happiness, we build resilience to handle bigger struggles. Start your day by reflecting on 3 things you are grateful for. It could be as simple as the warmth of the morning sun, a delicious meal, or a kind word from a friend. This practice sets a positive tone for the rest of the day. Buddhism encourages us to develop a mindful awareness of the present moment. When we are fully present, we can better appreciate the beauty around us. This awareness helps us shift our focus from what is lacking to what is abundant. Expressing gratitude to others strengthens our relationships. A sincere thank you can uplift someone's spirit and foster a sense of connection. These positive interactions create a supportive environment that reduces negativity. When faced with difficulties, try to find something to be grateful for in the situation. It might be a lesson learned, personal growth, or the support of loved ones. This perspective helps us see challenges as opportunities for improvement. Keeping a gratitude journal can be a powerful practice. Write down the things you are thankful for each day. Over time, this habit rewires your brain to seek out positive experiences and diminish negative thinking. Gratitude also enhances our overall well-being. Studies have shown that people who regularly practice gratitude experience lower levels of stress and depression. It promotes a healthier, happier mindset. In moments of anger or frustration, take a deep breath and think of something you appreciate. This simple act can calm your mind and redirect your thoughts towards positivity. Buddhism teaches that our thoughts shape our reality. By cultivating gratitude, we create a mental environment that attracts more positive experiences. It's a cycle of positivity that begins with our inner state. Sharing your gratitude with others can inspire them to adopt the same mindset. When we express thankfulness, we encourage a culture of appreciation and reduce the spread of negativity. Gratitude helps us let go of resentment and bitterness. By focusing on what we are thankful for, we release the hold that negative emotions have on us, paving the way for inner peace. Appreciating the present moment allows us to enjoy life more fully. Instead of worrying about the future or dwelling on the past, gratitude keeps us grounded in the here and now. When we practice gratitude, we become more aware of the interconnectedness of all things. We recognize that our well-being is linked to the well-being of others, fostering compassion and reducing negativity. Gratitude shifts our focus from scarcity to abundance. Instead of feeling deprived, we acknowledge the wealth of blessings in our lives, creating a positive outlook that counters negativity. Incorporate gratitude into your daily routines. Whether it's during meals, before bedtime, or during meditation, consistently recognizing what you are thankful for reinforces a positive mindset. Buddhism emphasizes the importance of right mindfulness. By being mindful of the things we are grateful for, we cultivate a steady practice that combats negative thoughts and emotions. Gratitude encourages humility. It reminds us that we are part of a larger whole, fostering a sense of belonging and reducing feelings of isolation that can lead to negativity. As you cultivate gratitude, you'll notice a shift in your overall mood and outlook on life. This positive transformation begins with a simple change in perspective, guided by the wisdom of Buddhist teachings. Remember, gratitude is a journey, not a destination. Each day offers new opportunities to appreciate the blessings in your life and to let go of negativity, paving the way for a peaceful and fulfilling existence. Finding peace in the present moment. In the hustle and bustle of everyday life, it's easy to get caught up in worries about the future or regrets from the past. But true peace lies in the present moment, right here, right now. The Zen master often speaks about the importance of being fully present, embracing each moment as it comes without judgment or distraction. Imagine sitting by a calm river. The water flows gently, reflecting the clear sky above. You listen to the soothing sound of the water, feel the cool breeze on your skin, and notice the vibrant colors of the surrounding nature. In this moment, there is no rush, no anxiety, only peace. This is the essence of living in the present moment. Many people spend their lives chasing after something, whether it's success, happiness, or validation from others. They believe that once they achieve these things, they will finally feel at peace. However, the Zen master teaches that peace is not something to be found outside of ourselves, but within the present moment. When we focus on the now, we free ourselves from the endless cycle of desire and dissatisfaction. Mindfulness is a powerful tool in finding peace. It involves paying full attention to what you are doing, thinking, and feeling at this very moment. Whether you are eating, walking, or simply breathing, mindfulness helps you stay grounded. By being mindful, you become aware of your thoughts and emotions without getting entangled in them. This awareness creates a space where peace can flourish. Consider the act of breathing. It is something we do automatically, yet few of us truly notice it. Take a moment to focus solely on your breath. Feel the air entering your nostrils, filling your lungs, and then slowly leaving your body. This simple practice brings your attention to the present, calming your mind and soothing your spirit. The Zen master often uses nature as a metaphor for mindfulness. Just as a tree stands firmly rooted while the wind blows around it, we too can remain steady amidst the chaos of life. By grounding ourselves in the present, we become resilient, able to withstand challenges without losing our inner peace. Letting go of distractions is essential in finding peace. In today's world, we are constantly bombarded with information, emails, social media, news updates, all vying for our attention. These distractions pull us away from the present moment, making it difficult to find peace. The Zen master encourages us to limit these distractions and create moments of silence and solitude where we can reconnect with ourselves. Meditation is another practice that cultivates present moment awareness. By sitting quietly and observing our thoughts without attachment, we train our minds to stay focused on the here and now. Over time, meditation deepens our ability to find peace in any situation, no matter how challenging. Acceptance is a key component of living in the present. Instead of resisting what is, we learn to embrace each moment as it is. This doesn't mean we become passive or stop striving for improvement, but rather that we approach life with a sense of calm and openness. By accepting the present, we reduce the mental and emotional strain that comes from fighting against reality. The Zen master often reminds us that peace is not something to be achieved, but something to be realized. It is already within us, waiting to be uncovered through mindful presence. When we let go of the need to control every aspect of our lives, we create space for peace to naturally arise. Gratitude also plays a significant role in finding peace in the present moment. By appreciating what we have right now, we shift our focus from what is lacking to what is abundant. This shift in perspective fosters a sense of contentment and reduces the grip of negative thoughts. Relationships are another area where present moment awareness can bring peace. When we engage fully with others, listening deeply and responding with kindness, we build stronger, more meaningful connections. These connections are rooted in the present, free from past grievances or future anxieties. The Zen master teaches that every moment is an opportunity to practice mindfulness and cultivate peace. Whether you are facing a difficult situation or enjoying a moment of joy, being fully present allows you to experience life more richly and deeply. Stress and anxiety often stem from our inability to stay present. When our minds are constantly racing ahead or dwelling on the past, we lose touch with the tranquility that exists in the now. By returning our focus to the present moment, we alleviate much of the mental burden that contributes to our stress. Self-compassion is also enhanced through present moment awareness. When we are present, we become more attuned to our own needs and feelings. This awareness allows us to treat ourselves with kindness and understanding, rather than harsh judgment or criticism. The Zen master encourages us to take small steps towards mindfulness each day. Whether it's taking a few deep breaths, observing our surroundings, or simply being aware of our actions, these small practices accumulate, leading to profound changes in our ability to find peace. Incorporating mindfulness into daily routines can transform even the most mundane tasks into opportunities for peace. Washing dishes, for example, can become a meditative practice when approached with full attention and presence. Each movement, each sensation, becomes a part of the present experience. Nature walks are another excellent way to cultivate present moment awareness. By immersing ourselves in the beauty of the natural world, we naturally shift our focus to the present. The sights, sounds, and smells of nature engage our senses, grounding us in the now. The Zen master also highlights the importance of mindful listening. In conversations, truly listening to others without planning our responses or getting distracted fosters deeper understanding and connection. This practice not only brings peace to ourselves, but also to those around us. Patience is a virtue that is strengthened through present moment awareness. When we are fully present, we become more patient with ourselves and others, understanding that growth and change take time. This patience reduces frustration and enhances our overall sense of peace. Embracing simplicity is another aspect of finding peace in the present moment. By simplifying our lives, reducing clutter, both physical and mental, we create an environment that supports mindfulness and tranquility. Simplicity allows us to focus on what truly matters, fostering a peaceful state of mind. The Zen master often speaks of the beginner's mind, a state of openness and eagerness to learn, free from preconceptions. Approaching each moment with a beginner's mind keeps us present and engaged, preventing our minds from wandering into distractions or negative thoughts. Forgiveness is also intertwined with present moment awareness. Holding on to grudges or past hurts keeps us anchored in negativity. By letting go and forgiving, we release ourselves from the burden of the past, freeing us to experience peace in the present. Ultimately, finding peace in the present moment is about cultivating a state of awareness and acceptance. It requires practice and dedication, but the rewards are immense. When we live in the now, we experience life more fully, with clarity and serenity. The Zen master reminds us that peace is not a distant goal but a present reality. By embracing each moment with mindfulness and acceptance, we uncover the deep, abiding peace that resides within us all. In the quiet of the present, we find the strength and serenity to navigate life's challenges with grace and ease. Embracing impermanence to release negative thoughts. In the journey to remove negativity from the mind, understanding the concept of impermanence is crucial. Impermanence, a fundamental principle in Buddhism, teaches us that all things are transient and constantly changing. Nothing stays the same forever, not even our thoughts and emotions. By embracing this truth, we can begin to release the grip that negative thoughts have on us. Imagine holding a flower in your hand. At first, it's vibrant and full of life, but soon it wilts and fades away. Just like the flower, our thoughts and feelings follow a similar path. They arise, flourish for a while, and then naturally dissolve. Recognizing this pattern helps us realize that negativity is not a permanent state but a temporary experience. When negative thoughts enter our minds, it's easy to feel overwhelmed and believe that these thoughts define us. However, by acknowledging impermanence, we understand that these thoughts will pass. This awareness creates a sense of detachment, allowing us to observe our negativity without being consumed by it. Consider a cloudy day. The clouds block the sun, making everything seem gloomy. But the clouds are not permanent. The sun will shine again. Similarly, negative thoughts may obscure our inner peace, but they will eventually give way to clarity and positivity. This perspective helps us stay hopeful and patient during challenging times. Embracing impermanence also means accepting change in our lives. Change can be uncomfortable, but it's a natural part of existence. When we accept that everything is in a state of flux, we become more adaptable and resilient. This flexibility enables us to navigate life's ups and downs with greater ease and less emotional turmoil. In moments of distress, remind yourself that this too shall pass. Whether you're experiencing sadness, anger, or frustration, these emotions are temporary. By holding on to this truth, you can prevent negative feelings from taking root and disrupting your inner harmony. Mindfulness practices are powerful tools in embracing impermanence. By staying present and fully experiencing each moment, we can observe the rise and fall of our thoughts without judgment. This non-reactive stance allows us to let go of negativity naturally as we witness its transient nature. Letting go of attachment to specific outcomes is another aspect of embracing impermanence. When we cling to how we want things to be, we set ourselves up for disappointment and frustration. By releasing these attachments, we open ourselves to life's flow, reducing the likelihood of negative thoughts arising from unmet expectations. The practice of meditation deepens our understanding of impermanence. Through regular meditation, we cultivate a calm and focused mind, better equipped to recognize and release negative patterns. This mental clarity fosters a sense of peace and stability, even amidst life's inevitable changes. Acceptance is key to embracing impermanence. Instead of resisting change or trying to hold on to what we wish were true, we accept things as they are. This acceptance reduces internal conflict and allows us to move forward with grace and equanimity, free from the burden of negativity. When we embrace impermanence, we also develop compassion for ourselves and others. Understanding that everyone experiences change and struggles with negative thoughts fosters a sense of connection and empathy. This compassion enhances our ability to support ourselves and those around us in times of difficulty. Life's unpredictability can be daunting, but embracing impermanence transforms our perspective. Instead of fearing the unknown, we learn to see it as an opportunity for growth and renewal. This mindset shift empowers us to face challenges with courage and optimism, knowing that difficult times are temporary. Gratitude plays a significant role in embracing impermanence. By appreciating the present moment and all that it offers, we shift our focus away from what we lack or fear losing. This gratitude cultivates a positive outlook, making it easier to release negativity and embrace life's ever-changing nature. The impermanent nature of life also teaches us to cherish the good moments. When we recognize that joy and happiness are fleeting, we become more mindful and appreciative of them. This heightened awareness enhances our overall sense of well-being and reduces the impact of negative thoughts. Forgiveness is intertwined with impermanence. Holding on to grudges or past hurts keeps us anchored in negativity. By embracing impermanence, we understand that these negative emotions are temporary and choose to let go, freeing ourselves from the chains of resentment and anger. Self-reflection is a valuable practice in embracing impermanence. Taking time to examine our thoughts and emotions helps us identify patterns of negativity. This awareness allows us to address and release these patterns, fostering a more positive and balanced mind. Nature serves as a profound teacher of impermanence. Observing the changing seasons, the rising and setting of the sun, and the growth and decay of plants reminds us of the cyclical nature of life. These natural rhythms inspire us to accept and embrace change in our own lives. Embracing impermanence also involves letting go of control. Trying to control every aspect of our lives leads to stress and frustration. By accepting that some things are beyond our control, we reduce anxiety and create space for peace and positivity to flourish. When faced with setbacks, remembering the principle of impermanence helps us maintain perspective. Setbacks are not permanent and do not define our future. This understanding motivates us to persevere and seek positive outcomes, even in the face of adversity. Positive affirmations can reinforce our acceptance of impermanence. Phrases like, "This too shall pass," or "I embrace change with grace," remind us of the transient nature of negativity. Repeating these affirmations strengthens our resolve to release negative thoughts and maintain a positive mindset. Community support is invaluable in embracing impermanence. Sharing our experiences with others who understand our struggles fosters a sense of belonging and encouragement. This collective wisdom helps us navigate change and release negativity more effectively. Incorporating the teachings of impermanence into our daily lives transforms our relationship with negativity. Instead of seeing negative thoughts as obstacles, we view them as opportunities for growth and self-discovery. This shift in perception empowers us to overcome challenges with resilience and grace. By embracing impermanence, we cultivate a deeper sense of inner peace. Understanding that all things are temporary allows us to remain calm and centered, regardless of external circumstances. This inner tranquility serves as a foundation for a life free from the burdens of negativity. Through the practice of embracing impermanence, we unlock the ability to release negative thoughts instantly. This liberation fosters a mind that is clear, focused, and filled with positive energy. As we continue to honor the principle of impermanence, we journey towards a life of lasting peace and happiness. The impact of right intention on mental clarity. In the quiet moments of the morning, a Zen master sits by a serene pond, reflecting on the nature of the mind. He understands that our thoughts shape our reality, and at the heart of this transformation lies the power of intention. Right intention, a fundamental principle in Buddhism, is the guiding force that directs our thoughts towards clarity and peace. Imagine waking up each day with a clear purpose. Instead of letting the chaos of daily life overwhelm you, you approach each moment with mindfulness and intention. This simple shift can transform how you perceive and interact with the world around you. The Zen master knows that when our intentions are aligned with truth and compassion, our minds become clear and focused. Right intention is about setting positive and meaningful goals. It involves recognizing what truly matters and letting go of desires that lead to suffering. When you cultivate the right intentions, you create a mental environment free from unnecessary clutter. This clarity allows you to see situations as they are, without the distortion of negative emotions or misguided desires. Consider a person who wakes up each day intending to embrace kindness. Throughout the day, they encounter challenges and opportunities to practice compassion. Their intention guides their actions, helping them respond with patience and understanding rather than frustration or anger. Over time, this consistent practice of right intention fosters a calm and clear mind. The Zen master teaches that our intentions are like seeds planted in the garden of our mind. Positive intentions grow into virtues such as patience, generosity, and wisdom. Negative intentions, on the other hand, can lead to thoughts filled with anger, greed, and jealousy. By nurturing the right intentions, we cultivate a mind that is peaceful and resilient. Mind clarity is essential for navigating life's complexities. When our intentions are clear, we can make decisions with confidence and integrity. We are less likely to be swayed by fleeting emotions or external pressures. Instead, our actions are guided by a deep sense of purpose and understanding. This clarity not only benefits us, but also positively influences those around us. The Zen master emphasizes the importance of self-awareness in developing right intention. By observing our thoughts and motivations, we can identify areas where our intentions may need realignment. Meditation and mindfulness practices are powerful tools in this journey. They help us connect with our inner selves, fostering a deeper understanding of our true intentions. Right intention also plays a crucial role in overcoming negativity. When faced with negative thoughts or situations, a clear and positive intention can redirect our focus towards constructive and healing responses. Instead of dwelling on what went wrong, we can concentrate on solutions and growth. This proactive approach enhances our mental clarity and emotional well-being. In relationships, right intention fosters harmony and understanding. By approaching interactions with sincere and positive intentions, we build trust and respect. Misunderstandings and conflicts become opportunities for deeper connection and mutual growth. The clarity of mind that comes from right intention allows us to communicate more effectively and compassionately. The Zen master reminds us that right intention is not a one-time achievement, but a continuous practice. It requires dedication and mindfulness to maintain clarity in our thoughts and actions. Each day presents new opportunities to reinforce our intentions and strengthen our mental clarity. Through consistent practice, right intention becomes an integral part of who we are. As we journey through life, the impact of right intention on our mental clarity becomes increasingly evident. It empowers us to live authentically, make wise choices, and cultivate inner peace. The Zen master encourages us to embrace right intention as a guiding principle, leading us towards a life of clarity, purpose, and lasting happiness. By aligning our intentions with our highest values, we create a foundation for a clear and focused mind. This alignment not only enhances our personal well-being, but also contributes to a more harmonious and compassionate world. The Zen master's teachings on right intention remind us that the path to mental clarity begins within, with each mindful and purposeful thought we cultivate. Final insights: sustaining a positive mindset in everyday life. In the journey to remove negativity from the mind, sustaining a positive mindset is the final and most crucial step. It is not enough to eliminate negative thoughts temporarily. One must cultivate lasting habits that promote inner peace and happiness every day. The Zen master understands that life is a series of moments, each offering an opportunity to maintain and strengthen a positive outlook. Every morning, as the sun rises, it brings with it a new chance to start afresh. The Zen master encourages embracing each day with gratitude, recognizing the beauty in the simplest of things. By appreciating the present moment, one can prevent negativity from taking root. Simple practices like deep breathing and mindful observation can transform ordinary experiences into sources of joy and contentment. Throughout the day, challenges and obstacles are inevitable. Instead of reacting with frustration or anger, the Zen master advises approaching each situation with calmness and clarity. By maintaining a balanced mind, one can navigate difficulties with grace and resilience. This calmness stems from a deep understanding that external circumstances do not define one's inner state. Building strong, positive relationships is another key aspect of sustaining a positive mindset. Surrounding oneself with supportive and uplifting individuals fosters a sense of belonging and encouragement. The Zen master highlights the importance of kindness and compassion in interactions, as these qualities not only benefit others but also enhance one's own sense of well-being. In moments of stress or uncertainty, returning to meditation can provide the necessary grounding. The Zen master teaches that meditation is not just a practice but a way of life. It helps in maintaining focus, reducing anxiety, and promoting mental clarity. Regular meditation sessions strengthen the mind's ability to stay positive, even in the face of adversity. Healthy living also plays a significant role in sustaining a positive mindset. Proper nutrition, adequate sleep, and regular physical activity contribute to overall well-being. The Zen master emphasizes that taking care of the body is essential for a healthy mind. When the body feels good, the mind naturally follows suit, fostering a positive and energetic outlook on life. Letting go of past regrets and future anxieties is essential for maintaining positivity. The Zen master advises focusing on the present moment, where true happiness resides. By releasing attachments to what cannot be changed and trusting in the flow of life, one can experience lasting peace and contentment. Cultivating gratitude is a powerful tool in sustaining a positive mindset. The Zen master encourages keeping a gratitude journal, where one can regularly note things they are thankful for. This simple practice shifts the focus from what is lacking to what is abundant, fostering a mindset of abundance and joy. Continuous learning and personal growth also contribute to a positive outlook. The Zen master believes that embracing new experiences and expanding one's knowledge can lead to greater self-awareness and fulfillment. By seeking wisdom and understanding, one can navigate life's complexities with confidence and optimism. Acts of generosity and selflessness are integral to maintaining a positive mindset. The Zen master teaches that giving without expecting anything in return creates a ripple effect of kindness and positivity. These acts not only uplift others but also enrich one's own life, creating a sense of purpose and connection. Mindful living is the cornerstone of sustaining a positive mindset. The Zen master encourages being fully present in each moment, engaging all senses, and appreciating the here and now. This mindfulness prevents the mind from dwelling on negative thoughts and fosters a state of peaceful awareness. Embracing change with an open heart is another vital aspect. The Zen master understands that change is inevitable and teaches that accepting it with grace leads to personal growth and resilience. By viewing change as an opportunity rather than a threat, one can maintain a positive and adaptable mindset. Developing patience and perseverance is essential for sustaining positivity. The Zen master advises being patient with oneself and others, recognizing that growth and healing take time. Persevering through challenges with a positive attitude strengthens the mind and builds inner strength. The Zen master emphasizes the importance of setting positive intentions. By consciously choosing thoughts and actions that align with one's values and goals, one can create a life filled with purpose and happiness. Positive intentions guide the mind towards constructive and uplifting experiences. Maintaining a clutter-free environment contributes to a clear and positive mind. The Zen master encourages organizing one's living and working spaces, as a tidy environment promotes mental clarity and reduces stress. Simplifying one's surroundings allows for greater focus and peace of mind. Engaging in creative activities is another way to sustain a positive mindset. The Zen master believes that creativity fosters self-expression and joy. Whether through art, music, writing, or other forms of creativity, these activities provide an outlet for emotions and enhance overall well-being. Practicing forgiveness is crucial for maintaining inner peace. The Zen master teaches that holding on to grudges and resentment only perpetuates negativity. By forgiving oneself and others, one can release emotional burdens and cultivate a heart full of compassion and love. Developing a strong sense of purpose anchors the mind in positivity. The Zen master encourages identifying one's passions and aligning actions with meaningful goals. A clear sense of purpose provides direction and motivation, fostering a resilient and optimistic mindset. Balancing work and rest is essential for sustaining a positive outlook. The Zen master advises setting boundaries and ensuring that one takes time to relax and rejuvenate. Overworking can lead to burnout and negativity, whereas balanced living promotes sustained happiness and productivity. Finally, the Zen master reminds that sustaining a positive mindset is an ongoing practice. It requires dedication, self-awareness, and a commitment to personal growth. By integrating these practices into daily life, one can cultivate a mind that remains clear, positive, and resilient, no matter what challenges arise.